Hey geeks, Arahli here. I haven't looked at myself yet because I saw my hands. The other day, Monkey Puzzle was streaming, and I was joking around using my phone to do some admin commands. And Symbol decided, or said something about painting my armor pink. And I'm going to judge by my hands, and that might have happened. All right, you ready? Oh, wow. I am so pretty in pink. Woo, buddy. It's too funny. Okay, yep, sure. Yep. Oh, my stuff's gone too. Nope, it's all there. It painted everything pink. Oh, boy. All right. I can't even be mad about it. It's too funny. Climbing pick. Yep. Transfer tool. Can't paint that, you suckers. Okay. Yep. Well, there you go. I was just logging in to get some more metal going for a project I wanted to work on over here. I guess I'm going to be doing it pretty in pink. I just tried to start recording again, and I just couldn't. I couldn't take myself serious, man. So I'm gonna go back and get everything dialed back up. I just was cracking up. I thought I'd show you guys one last time in all of my glory, the pink Viking. I'm gonna get everything re-dyed back to the way I like it, and I'll be right back. It's good being green again. That was really, really funny, but I just I couldn't take myself serious, man. I kept looking at myself just giggling. All right, so thank you, Symbol. I'll get you back. All right, so I brought Cuddles down here, and Cuddles is chock full of stuff. A bunch of stuff for a raft. So I've been just collecting and making stuff, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm kind of struggling here with an idea. I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to make a base yet, right? I'm gonna probably make some place. I'll probably make some place I can store dinos, and then I just want to. I said before I want to kind of do the pirate life thing, but there's two things that I like to build when it comes to these kind of ships. There's the nest, or a variant of it, and there's the Grimm, which is a kind of yacht design that I made a while ago, and I don't know which of the two I want to make. So I think. I could start with something like the nest, or the skiff version that I've had for a while too. I could start with something like that, and then, find, kind of explore a bit more and find that, or I could just try to make the Grimm right off the bat. And I think I want to just try the Grimm right off the bat. It doesn't really matter, honestly, either way. If I get started and don't like one option, I'll just switch to the other one. But yeah, I think we're going to do that first. I'm going to work on the Grimm. I thought I would bring you guys with me to show you some of that in case you were curious as to how this all starts. So let's go ahead. The first thing we're going to do is going to hide our sail, and then we're going to go to options and change the name. Right now, because we're not sure if it's going to be a Grimm or a skiff, we're just going to call it ATG. So I should have all the stuff I need to actually get started on me currently. Oh, I'm going to show you this too. It's total side note. We added, I found this mod a little while ago, and I've been talking to Monkey Puzzle about it. It's called water block, I think is what it's called. So you make this thing, you put it, it's one wood to make this deal, and then you click it, and it gives you these options, right? 1x4 block, or 1x1 block, 1x2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 1x12 blocks, right? And it actually gives you water, like actual water. So I'm gonna just place a piece so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Just put it right here. Okay, so we're gonna give it a second. I'm gonna put this on my hands, and now look. You ready? Watch my oxygen. I'm swimming. How crazy is that? It's pretty cool, right? We have noticed an issue. If you place, or if a raft runs into this, it's pretty well screwed. Like, the rafts they don't deal well with this. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's a block that you can place wherever you want to. I get that 3 block wheel, and they should snap to it. So you can see now, we can kind of go up a little bit. Bloop. So it's, I mean, it's a really cool mod, and it'll let us kind of do some crazy things, which is fun. Because of the kind of weird tech look around it, you probably want to build walls around that kind of stuff. What do I need now? I need to put that back in my hand. So you can't do anything with it unless you put this back in your hand. And once it's in your hand, you can get close, you can pick it back up. So we're going to use that for something. We're going to find some fun, crazy thing to do. The first thing I did, literally the first thing I did when I found that mod was put it together, and then I built up a ceiling, like 12 in the air, and a foundation at the bottom, and I snapped it to it, and I placed a raft on top of it, and then the raft, and I took it away, and the raft just floated in midair. It can't move. It doesn't. You can't use it for anything else again afterwards. But it's kind of cool that we could do that and then have it be like all over the place. Oh, you know, I just realized. I don't know if you guys have been watching long enough. Look. Do you see how this is all like black now? This is that same bug we used to get on the island where there was like parts of it that like it couldn't tell you weren't underwater anymore. I wonder if that'll go away. We used to have to like get into regular water and get back out. Yeah, and it's fine again. So there's a fun little bug for you too. It doesn't actually realize that it's you're not underwater after that. All right, enough talking about that stuff. Let's go try this out. I'll give you guys the basics of how we do this. The first thing we do is we line up an actual foundation. So I thought I made a regular one. I did not make a regular one. That makes this a little bit more difficult. Not crazy difficult. Now that we've got the green lines on here. So I always try to line one up just about at this edge. And rafts like to move, of course, so it's not like you're going to get this perfect. So I'm just trying to get the right twist on it here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then I'm trying to get that center spot lined up with the post. I think we're good. All right, so that's a pretty good placement of that. And then my preferred method for this is 2 pillars. So I'm going to drop it down. To do that, I just use 2 pillars. You snap one into it, and you snap one out here. They can snap back. So if you snap right here, you're going to have to, like, it'll offset your last one. So I always try to snap out one first. And then you can get rid of these guys. Picking them up. And then these have to be regular pillars. They cannot be S+. Okay, so regular vanilla pillars. And then when you snap it next to each other, you can see it's a little bit lower on the one side now. So we're just going to kind of go back and forth here. We're going to just place them down a little bit lower again. Pick it up. Put it down. Pick it up. Put it down. Pick it up. Put it down. And then we need to snap the foundation again to see if it's the right height. So that is the height I want right there. I want it to be just barely above the wood here. Now you can do it other ways, but I like having the deck be just about that same level. So now that that's done, we can pick these both back up. And now we have the right level for me to start building the way I want. So we'll just grab some ceilings real quick. We'll take some of these guys. We're going to take all those. Just take a couple. There we go. 26. That'll work. And then we've got foundation support turned off for S+ right now, which means that I don't actually have to build foundations, which makes this super, super easy to do. So I'll get a couple of these placed. I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. So with this here, I can place one off to the side and put one there as well. And now you can kind of see we're just at that level, like I said, just barely above the wood of the actual raft itself. So I'm going to get the basic shape laid out for us here, guys. I think I'm going to, like I said, I think we're probably going to start with the Grimm, and we'll go from there. So let me get that laid out, the basic like ground level, essentially, if you will. And then I will come back and we'll start working on the next steps. All right, guys, so that's the basic shape we're going to work with here. It's 5 wide. I didn't even count the rest of it, but it's 5 wide. And then for the front piece here, I need to actually drop it down a little differently to get the level I want. So I'm just going to make sure no piranha get me real quick while I do this. Okay. So we need to do a wall first. About that right there. Then we should swim over here and get the next piece. No piranha, no piranha, no piranha. And then up here, we want to go ahead and put one of these guys out here. And we actually want it to snap on that piece straight out there. So we got foundation support turned on, so off, so we should be able to do it like this. And we want it to go the other way. Triangles roofs are like the crazy hardest part of this. There you go. That's where we want. Now we did it that way, so when we put this in, this is level. So see how this is one level across there now? If we didn't do it that way, let me get another piece. I'll show you. One of these. If we didn't do it that way, and we placed it like this, let's see if I can get it to actually turn the way we want. Hold on. So this little lip that's here now, like if that lip is there, it doesn't give you a smooth transition. So that's what we actually took that out for. We put that piece down there to make that piece happen that way. And now we're going to get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. Let's see. So now we've got that nice smooth transition piece. It's not like a different angle. It's at the same level. Okay. So we're going to hang a bunch of walls at some point. Before we do that, though, I'm actually going to get the front or the top piece started for us. So let's go ahead and grab some of these. We're going to have to put a bunch of this stuff back because I'm going to be too heavy otherwise. And then I actually need to put in some doors and some windows and stuff still. So like what it should be for us is that right here would be a door. There'd be a window next to it. And then that would be wall. So this level, everything should snap the same. The problem is going to come when we start going down the next level. It's going to not want to snap the same direction. And the same when we go up a level, if we put ceilings in first on the next level, when we try to snap in the walls for the upper piece, it's not going to snap correctly. Now that's not going to be a problem up here because this is all going to be like flat up here. This is just going to be one level high at the very front. But other than that, it is going to be an issue. So we'll get to that when we get to it, but you know, just kind of get you guys on the same page. Ooh, and actually, do you see that? Right there. These are a different level. Oh, triangle foundations. How infuriating you can be. Alright, let me fix that real quick and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, guys. I'm going to show you at least part of this, but this is the most infuriating part of this build, and it never, ever goes the right way. So, the reason you've never seen a full, like, live stream or recording of me building this style boat is because the back end of this boat is ridiculously hard to get to work the way you want it to. So, you see that I've taken out some pieces here. I need a good snap point to get started. So what we're going to do is see if we have this here. You see how there's two snap points there? There's one connected there and one underneath it. So that's a bad snap point for us. So with this, no ceiling, it's just wall to wall. That means there's no extra piece for us to snap to. Now, the ridiculous part of trying to get this to go where it's supposed to. See, this is... So this is, it's going to kind of be a back and forth kind of thing. Are there piranhas in here before I get too crazy? Because they'll eat my face, and I don't like that. I actually can probably back this up a little bit more. So we're going to do that. We're going to back it up, get a little closer to the bit we need. Okay. So we're going to do this again. This is just, honestly, it is just luck of the draw as to where this goes. So it's, you try it. If it doesn't work, you try it again. If it doesn't work, you try it again. Once you get the first one in, everything else can kind of snap off of that as long as you get a good snap point for the first one. So, okay, here we go. So let's try from down here and see if we can maybe get it. Nope. We want it on the inside, snap downward. That's the right direction, like downward. But we need it from the inside that way. Get somewhere here. Try that again. Oh, for a second it looked like we had it. So this is all about like the weird angle you can be at. Oh, magical! Okay, that is a good snap for us. So now, okay, now we need to just be able to snap more pieces to that one specifically. So you got to find the weird angle you can stand at to get the next piece to snap to that one. But we don't want to snap in any place other than to that one piece. So let's go ahead and take this out now. Yeah, that's definitely a good snap. Okay, so see how we snapped to that piece? We want the same thing here. We want to snap to that again. And we're going to try to do that all the way across. Now we're going to run into a problem with the outside edges here, because it's going to want to snap to the other pieces as well. See how it's trying to snap to that ceiling? So what we'll actually probably do is take those ceilings out for now, and we'll put them back in just a second. Now, the only drawback to these triangle roof things is you're always going to get this one, there's a little, see that one spot with the gap? There's no way around it. The way they snap to each other, there's always going to be a little bit of that. So we just, unfortunately, we just got to deal with it. Okay, I need to take out one of these guys. Right here, I think. Is the right one? We'll find out in a second. Amazing. Okay, that's what we need to take out. Now, we're going to have to take these out on top. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, can we... Good. So if we take these out, now we should be able to keep snapping to this piece once we find the right angle for it. If we could, just with it. No, okay. Alright, you guys, I hope you get the general idea here. This is why this is such a pain in the booty. But we'll get that part done, and I'll bring you guys back, and we'll keep working on some more stuff here. Okay, most of the pain in the butt is done now. I want to show you this too. So the next thing we end up doing is putting another triangle for this piece here to kind of bring me up. But once again, because I don't want that lip there, to do that, we need to actually put down a wall over here. This is where the struggle gets real. So we got that out of here. We'll pick up this snap, or get rid of this to get rid of that snap point. And then we have to get it here and down. Okay, awesome, awesome. That was pretty good. And then we have to get the wall. We'll pick that back up. Okay. And then we can put our triangle piece back in. Okay, now what this does, this gives us a way down to what will be like the lower underwater deck. It's kind of our quick access back up and down, and it gives us more of that boat feel on the outside. So I'm gonna go into the water. I'm taking Cuddles with us because I know there's a piranha down here trying to eat my face. I don't know where you went. There you are. Here, let's do one of these things. Okay, that jerk is gone. So now you can see the bottom bit so far. Ooh, okay, let's get back in here real quick. By the way, there's a cave down here. No scuba yet, so we can't go down and see what's in there. But you can kind of see the idea now with how this is set up back here. It's just a bunch of slope pieces. I need to put in some angled pieces. I need to do the bottom part after that. But I wanted to get this part out of the way because it is the hardest part of this entire build. Uh-oh. Okay. So the rest of this build is actually relatively, well, easy is not the right word, but it's not crazy difficult. Oh, I forgot you were on follow Cuddles. There's really not a way. Okay, hold on, buddy. Hold on. We gotta get Cuddles back on here, or he's gonna freak out. Come on, buddy, over here. So the rest of the build isn't too crazy. So I'm gonna work on getting the shell done. The bottom is kind of the harder part. Oh, I never seen your little tongue come out like that before. That's pretty cool. So that was the most difficult part. I'm gonna start filling the rest in, and I'll bring you guys back once we're closer to finish with this bad boy. All right, so we've got more of the layout done. I want to try something a little silly for this part. So we're gonna see if this will work or not. We're gonna snap in a regular wooden piece there, and then underneath that, underneath that. Really? Come on now. Underneath that, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter which direction. You guys are killing me. Let's try one of these. So underneath it, we're gonna place this guy, right? The idea should then be that if we pick this up and we pick this piece up here, then when we snap a wooden ceiling to this now, it's going to be upside down. The question is, if that's too... Oh, that's not upside down. What you doing? You're supposed to be upside down there. Huh? Oh yeah, okay, that was upside down. Alright, so the question is whether or not that is going to be too tall. I don't know if it's going to intercept like it's supposed to. So let's go ahead and take one of these back this direction. Yeah, I think, okay. So here's our drawback. We're just a little bit too tall if we do that. I really want to have this texture on the top there. But because of the way the angled pieces snap, it's not going to work without giving this weird gap. I don't want the weird gap there. So I was really hoping I could make that work. I could probably try to figure out a way to cheat it down a tiny little bit, but it would take a whole lot of snappy deals. And I think that even though I think this looks great, I think that it'll be fine to be the other way around. So let's go ahead and pick those back up. Demo gun? Go. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna actually get this started. It's gonna be a little silly. I have to actually start here. Oh no, that's going the right direction. Haha. Usually I have to like turn those around once we do that part because it's not usually the right direction. But I want the timbers to go forward and back. So that's good. That'll work. And then from there I have to snap in my other pieces across for the triangle bits, which we'll do in just a second. Okay, did I bring any rampy deals with me? Yes. Just one of these real quick to get up. Thank you. And then we'll get rid of that guy. Oh, pick up. Okay, so I don't have enough actual pieces to do this all the way, but that's fine. I just want to kind of get the basic structure in place so we can kind of get this going. I'm going to leave the outside ones undone for the moment. So like this one here, I'm not going to do it yet because there's a snap point thing with any of these where it's going to try to snap in a direction I don't want it to. So see how it wants to have them facing inward? I don't want that. So like that. I don't want that. So right here is where we're going to have to start messing with it anyways. But if we press Q, which is the generic, that's what it's supposed to normally be. You guys might have, if you've remapped it, it may not be that anymore. Okay, so that's the direction I want for each of these. And then for this, I'm going to have to kind of just... oh, see, I don't want that. Come on, buddy. I'm going to have to just kind of place them in the rest of the way and just kind of finagle. Just finagle them in a little bit. Okay, we don't need that. Yay. There we go. It should be that when you're setting it on the piece over top, it'll go where it needs to. Oh, I need that piece back, don't I? I actually need to make some more bits anyway. So I'm going to go work on some more bits and pieces. I guess I could probably hang these real quick before we go. I don't remember if I can hang that without... Can I hang the angled bits? Or do I need to have ceilings outside there for that? I can't tell if it's trying to or not. Because we're inside. So it's hard to tell. Okay, that's the right one there. Perfect. Okay. So we got that part done. All right, so it's coming along. I'm going to get the rest of the deck done. And I still have to come back and do the bottom. That's why it has that weird floaty look right now. But, well, we'll come back and do that part too. But we've got the basics kind of laid out. I'll bring you guys back probably once this is actually finished up now. And we'll kind of start placing stuff inside. All right, guys, we have finished the basics. I still need to get some crystals so I can fill out some stuff here. But I figured I'd show you guys now that we've done the hard part. I can show you what was all the easy part. Getting these on here, you just kind of got to play the snap point just a little bit to make sure they kind of snap at the same height. For me, I did it so I could see the little metal bits on top of the wood. Inside here right now, we just have our fabricator. I'll probably eventually put a grinder in and I'll separate though. You know, I'll put one to one side, one to the other. Little kitchen space over here. We've got our S+ smithy, our crafting station. Then we've got our bait station. One of our advanced grindstones, which is like a chemistry bench. Another grindstone. The trophy bait station. another crafting station, and then we've got our advanced raft one up here. We've got some S plus forges down here, and then this will eventually have like a little bedroom in it, which I have, I've got to get some more stuff for it. Let's show you the bottom so you can kind of see how this works down here. So these are just sloped roofs that I snapped in place, and I snapped them upside down because I wanted that texture in here. And the same with this triangle stuff. This little hole sucks, but there's really not an easy way to snap like triangles. The triangle roofs here, they don't snap butt to butt, so you can't put one facing down this direction to fill this. There's a couple ways to kind of try to get around that, but I couldn't get it to work. Everything I tried still didn't work. So, and then yeah, so this just has a little space in here. You see these little flat spots back here. Eventually, I'm going to put an item collector on one side, and I'll probably, when we get to it, I'll put a the S Plus Tech Gen down there, so I can actually run everything on here with that. That's kind of it for down here. I will tell you that I've been let's get out of here real quick. I was racking my brain trying to find a way to make the I want an industrial forge, and there's no way that I can get an industrial forge in here without it looking real funny. Then the advanced rafts forge is like an industrial forge. It goes really quick, but it doesn't I just couldn't think of a way to make this fit. Like I tried, I couldn't find a way to stick it in here in a way that didn't look awkward. It puts the like smokestacks way up here in the back, so they like hang out the backside a lot. It just looks silly. So, gratuitous scratch shot. So I I convinced Monkey Puzzle to let me change something on the servers. Oh, and we have the Steampunk mod on here. So if I wanted to have some steampunk stuff in here, I could have used their blast forge or whatever it's called, and that does a really good job for speedy, and you get speedy metal smelting, and you get extra stuff. But I don't really like how the steampunk stuff looks mixed with this style. So I didn't really want to do that. So we altered some S Plus settings. The forges now. So anyone that's on the IronMine servers here on Olympus, the S Plus forges are very fast now. like silly fast, like industrial forge fast. So just so you know, if you want to have a more compact build, you can do that now because I'm a cheaty jerk. All right, so let me give you just a view from let's get a view of the actual site. Oh yeah, if you haven't ever seen this, I put little fins down into the water. I think it looks nice. The bigger reason for it, honestly, is it gives me a way to jump up from the outside instead of having to get underneath it. And then there's a ladder on the front section for each of these to get right up on the deck. Okay, let's jump down so you can kind of see it from the outside. Let's get rid of this. So that is the Grimm. Probably have to go K mode. Yeah, so we can kind of zoom a little bit. I need a paint job, so if you guys have some cool color ideas you think would be fun, let me know what you think, what kind of paint jobs we should do. I'm at the point now, though, that I'm pretty well self-sufficient on the Grimm, which means it's time for us to get out there, explore, tame some more stuff up, have some place to put dinos. I mean, I can carry some dinos on here. Like, I'm going to bring Cuddles down here and get Cuddles on top of this. Usually what I'll do is I'll just keep an extra ramp or two over here so I can just stick it off the sides and then put the dinos up on it, and I can just tear it down afterwards. But so let's just move a little bit so you can kind of see. So this is how it looks. I love this raft. We can sneak through here, which is nice. I think I actually might... Did I turn the speed down on this? Speed selection. I can't tell if I was going full speed or not. Okay, yep, that is full speed. So they are a little faster than the other ones. You can slow them down if you need to. It's nothing crazy. We're going to cheat and goes through this stuff, apparently. I love that about rafts, though. Like, it's great and bad for them, but you can, like push right up against the shore like this. So when I do that, like, I can just walk right out. No problem, you know? Alright, let's get back over here around the corner. And I think, guys, that I'm happy with how this turned out. I couldn't decide if I was going to like having the wood decking on top, or if I wanted to go with the metal look like I've done before. On the Geek servers at one point, I actually did a metal top and I inset glass into it, and it let me put like crops and stuff down here. So I actually had 2 runs of crops on either side, which meant I was like 100% self-sufficient, you know? Oh, I forgot to put more rails down here. Whoops. So we'll do that another time. All right, guys, let's call it an episode. We built our Grimm today. We're finally at the point we can get out there and we can, get on our yacht here and, take a look and see what's going on out here. See if we can find some more cool stuff. Maybe a place to park some dinos and get a little bit more into this immersive taming and kind of see what's going on for that. If you've enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like below. You can always subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you on the flip side.